Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not going to lose her again. Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. My face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be. Bruce, I could fix things. You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe.
Sorry. We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
Oh. You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future. What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry. Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are going to want to see this.
Okay, so there you have it. Hello, welcome everybody to the Iceberg Lounge. The trailer that I think all of us have been waiting for years now is finally here. It was released tonight before the Super Bowl, and I just showed it to you guys. And wow, I'm excited. I'm going to bring the guys in soon to talk about it. We're going to bring the people into the lounge to get you guys ready and to discuss what we just saw. So, but yeah, let me do that. Let me bring Justin in first. So, Justin, he was checking his phone.
I was tweeting. I was like, "Hey, check us out. We're live."
Yeah, man. So I just showed the trailer. I mean, I'll just let you go first. Impressions. Go ahead.
Overall, I liked it. I had a few little things that I didn't like.
As you do.
Yeah, I know, as I do. But I also had a few. I just had a few. And it's not like they weren't things that I knew, but I'm like, oh, okay. Like out the gate, they're gonna highlight these certain events that I didn't think. And I guess I don't want to give spoilers. Just my overall thoughts first. I don't think other people are going to be excited to see again. That's all. But overall, man, Michael Keaton, like that's where I'm at, you know. Like I'm excited to see Michael Keaton, see some more Affleck, and then and then everything else is like it's just a trailer, you know. Like everything else, like I'll see in June, you know.
Well, I think I mean anyone who's heard you talk before, especially when we've discussed we've discussed previous films with Ezra Miller as the Flash. We know you do not care for his interpretation, so
I don't like Ezra Miller's Flash. Like from the first time he like appeared as the Flash, I'm like, oh, now we have like two of them. So it's like there's two versions of this guy I can't stand. It has nothing to do with him being a super criminal in real life. It has everything to do with him just like the weird, like awkward. It's like he's like the cousin of like BVS Lex Luthor. Like they're just like these. I'm awkward. Like I don't want to watch like 2 hours of that. So, anyways, there's my thought. I don't need to belabor that thought.
Well, no, I mean we clearly see that too, right? We see the one we got to know in Justice League, which is the guy that we see talking obviously to Bruce at the one point in the trailer, but then we see the other version of him when he's running through the multiverse, I'm guessing, wherever he goes, and he sees this other version of himself. And we see their interaction there, and that one looks to be a little more eccentric than the one that we got before. So hold on, there's a knock at the door. Someone's coming in.
Oh shoot, save us!
Let's bring Pete in.
I just got back from Wawa. The Eagles lost the Super Bowl. Like shit's hit the fan. It's crazy over here. Giants fans are running wild. They're throwing icicles and tomatoes at my front door.
Are they really?
Oh, they're horrible people. I can't believe it. But hey guys, what's going on? What's happening?
Was hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that penalty. I just couldn't. Oh, it was the wrong show.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah.
Whoa.
We'll save that for the. We'll save that for
bad.
the SOG.
I thought Kowalski was here to talk about the Chargers.
We'll save that for the SOG pod. We'll talk about the Super Bowl a little bit.
Oh man.
Well, yeah. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs and their fans. They won again. So congratulations to them. But yeah, the chefs, exactly. I remember that commercial. That was an awesome commercial. So Pete, I showed the trailer before we came on.
Yeah, I watched it before I got in here.
So your first impressions. Go ahead. I'll let you run.
I'm all in on this. This looks really awesome. I love how it's an adaptation of Flashpoint and it's not just straight up like even like the animated movie. Like it's clearly done some different things, but it's basically Flashpoint. And that's interesting. Keaton was great. It was great to see him back. That once that music hit, got me. It was cool to see Affleck and see his new suit. I don't really like it because it looks like he has like webbing under his arms. It looks really weird, but it's cool, the blue and gray. So people are excited about that.
That was an essay, yeah.
You didn't notice that?
I've seen it a few times.
The shot with the blue and gray suit happens so fast, like you have to take a screenshot of it in order to see it. And it looks great. The colors do, but like the suit itself looks really funky. It looks like it looks like a weird take on the tactical suit.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Sean Murphy motorcycle looked cool. I'm glad that got in there. There's a lot of stuff from a lot of different things pulled around. Sasha Kaye looked fantastic. I know Zeddy's probably really excited about that.
He's here actually. So.
Is he? Oh, he's
commenting. Yes.
One shot. She's got one shot. Zeddy.
She's got 3 lines. Who said she's got as many lines as Cavill and BVS? Well, she's she's Kryptonian. That's how they do things in DC movies. So she keeps up with the theme there. She looked cool. I always for me, it's always Kara. I never like the Kara take, but whatever.
Really?
No, but that even goes back to the TV show. Like, I just don't like it. It just sounds.
I know.
Let's make it sound more alien. But no, it looks awesome. Like it looks like
it's car.
Yeah. Right. I'm like, it's Kara. No, but overall, it looks like an incredible comic book movie. Like Jeff Johns should be proud because he really inspired something truly beautiful here.
All right, so I'll wait to give my take, but I have someone here that I've talked about being on the show, but now I'm finally bringing him on.
It's Rick.
Oh, it's Steve Helm.
Steve Helm takes the talk like this. I'll tell you what, them damn Eagles and lost them down there. Cowboys and won that damn trophy. I tell you what, we were 60, 70 yards. Just break that touchdown.
That's what I was trying to say all the time.
So, Steve, thanks for coming on the stream.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, your impressions, your first impressions of the Flash trailer.
I loved it, man. It was awesome seeing Michael Keaton back. I mean, just put me back to being a little kid again. Yeah, you couldn't even tell the dude aged in that suit, man. It was awesome. But
he can move.
A lot of great action. I mean, we might have seen too much, but I'd like to see what Affleck looks like a little better in that suit. I mean, we didn't really get a whole lot, but other than that,
I'm gonna get a shot in there and show y'all I found one. but not yet.
Okay, all right, there we go.
Oh, you found one?
Yeah, I got a good shot. I got a good shot.
All right, yeah.
I'll put it in later.
Justin's been throwing stuff in the in the photo area. So
Oh, there's a photo area. Should I be watching this on YouTube just to keep tabs on him?
well, as you see, Zeddy just commented that the best part of the movie is coming. So I'm assuming he's talking about something. There we go.
Yeah, like it just looks a little funky around the
Affleck.
armpit area for me.
Right.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks dope. The blue
All
and
the
gray looks dope.
straps.
Is it blue
I mean-
though, or is that just?
What do you
Yeah,
think?
maybe the light. It looks.
I
like
think it's the light. I do,
Well, it looks cool regardless, even if
It
it's just the
does.
lighting effect.
but there's another photo
Oh shoot! You
with
go for
that
it.
Justin put in here.
Oh, gosh.
One of these
Yeah.
suits is blue.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to do this one first though. Like, hey, and then like, oh.
He
So-
turned the light on. We just put
All I'm
the switch.
saying is there's a couple movies where a couple of these suits were worn that we didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're missing some of those. So yeah, I've been the one that's saying this movie is gonna come out. All you guys used to say it's not coming, they're never gonna make it, it's not gonna
Can
come
you
out.
blame us like for thinking this movie's cursed?
I know.
Like it's only fitting that it'll probably end up being the
So-
greatest comic book movie of all time.
Watch. I never thought they were not going to put this movie out. It cost them $300 million to make this.
But in the end, it probably cost them closer to 5 with all the different scripts they've written and all the
Yeah.
other stuff through all the years that they talked about
mean,
it,
yeah.
pre-production fees
Especially
and
if they're
everything.
paying Christian Bale and George Clooney.
Yeah.
Great
I bet
film.
you. I think Adam West is back. They put Task Force Z. They're
Well,
gonna-
Man, that
they,
would
they-
be-
they filmed his spot years ago. This
Yeah.
movie's been in development so long. He was still alive, like when they start.
They could do CGI, man. Bringing back as like a computer generated Adam West. That'd be cool.
No, yeah,
Yeah, they
why
did
not?
it. No,
They
they
did it
did
with
it with
Leia.
Tupac, right?
That's right.
And Tupac.
They did it with
And
Tupac.
Tupac.
So there we go. we have, but no, I was very, very impressed. I will say that the action scenes, like Steve said, were fantastic. You could see the slow mo in there. So for all the Snyder fans, you get your slow mo in there.
Is that it? Is like everything slow motion dedicated to
you got-
Zack Snyder?
you
Is
got
that
the-
how we do?
It's kind of his thing, right? Like it's kind of his MO, the slow mo those slow mo shots he does. I thought the first Batman sequence where he does the dive and then he's gliding and then I'm like, that is the most
Come on.
athletic we've ever seen this Batman. That's what we've
No,
No,
never
he
seen.
did the
Yeah.
same thing when he had to escape the ice princess scene.
Look at that.
Yeah, this stuff like
That's
this
how
is
a Batman
awesome.
glides right there.
He
He
looks
never
great.
fell.
He went straight up Arkham Knight on that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like
That
he
thing.
looked fantastic.
Beautiful.
Like Steve said too, like just
Beautiful.
doing the close up on his face. He
And
doesn't
there are
look like he's
a couple
aged at
different
all. Look at
versions
that.
of this trailer, right? Like
Yeah.
you got the version that was for the game. There's a version online, and isn't
Ah.
there like a version and like for like Warner Brothers UK or something like that?
no,
I
I didn't see the UK one, but
We do have the TV spot, so I'll show it in a little while. We'll show the TV spot in a little bit, but we have that as well queued up for you guys. So we're
Yeah.
gonna bring that to you as well. If
Does-
you didn't see it.
does the UK one have extra footage? Like they're usually like 10 seconds longer.
They're always like slightly different. Where's the McFarlane stuff? Like I know Steve is ready to collect.
Dude.
Right? Steve's the only other collector here. Oliver will collect. He's probably
My
sleeping
son,
right
my son will buy those because I want them.
Dude, we are gonna Spin Master really did a really good job with the Batman stuff. I can only imagine what we're gonna get with Flash. And we've seen some things, but like I'm gonna be buying these cars all over again. Like I have so many of the 89 car. It's insane.
Oh.
And I finally get a reasonably priced 89 esque wing.
Did they
Yeah.
did they make an 89 car? Oh wait, you showed one, right? They have one.
Uh,
right?
Spin Master has one, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
and
saw a
apparently,
Oh,
video.
that's right.
and
It's not a
apparently
double-seater.
McFarlane's making one as well to scale.
Is it double seater?
How the hell?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen a picture yet. I just said to scale. That's not big enough for him.
I need two
It's a
seats.
7-inch action figure.
Needs
How
two
big is
seats.
that car gonna be?
To scale?
Yeah, I'd buy it.
For two people.
66 is 66.
Hey,
Has got 2 seats. Will you calm
The
down?
toy
Do we-
the toy biz had 2 seats.
Oh, yeah, it also
All
had
right,
like no roof.
nice.
Touche.
Let's focus on the trailer right now. Guys.
All right,
Let's focus on the trailer.
We're talking about action figures, Eric.
No, trust me, I'm probably gonna buy some of these too. The way everything looked in the trailer that we saw, I like how the Batmobile looked old. Like it did look old, which I liked. Like it didn't look like the fresh new car that we got to see in the 89 film. It looks like it's been a little grizzled and beat up, at least from the clips that
As
we
it
saw.
should. It should.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought that was cool.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is it a little refreshing? Like, of course, I love The Batman, which was very grounded and realistic, but is it a little refreshing to kind of see that comic book action, that,
Yes.
I mean, you got to have all
me,
that.
The Batman is a comic book movie, though. Like, I don't know.
I think what Steve's saying is you have metahumans in this, right?
Yeah.
And you have,
I mean, he's surrounded by metahumans, so it's going to be different.
Right. And you have, the comic booky stuff. Like I said, that one scene, he swoops down, goes flying up, comes down, like he does like a dive bomb and smashes down on the ground. Like he does things like that. We don't see that in the Batman. The Batman, he can barely fly and then smacks into the thing and falls and rolls around.
And obviously, nothing against the Batman. I love it, but
So I mean, it's just I agree with you, Steve. It is cool to see Batman in a little bit more, like you said, of a comic book style character in this, and which is going to be good, which is good too, though, because we have the Batman, and now the people are going to get a taste of the more comic book style Batman. So I think that's great, and I'm for it. I'm all for it. But it's just like you guys said, Justin, you, Steve, us three a little more than Pete because he was still very young. But like seeing Keaton back, and it kind of brings me back to the old when I was a kid, a 12, 13-year-old kid watching. Waiting for this movie to come out and reading all the articles in the paper and in like magazines and then watching the trailers, each one that came out for the original for 89.
How'd you do that? What'd you do? Watch like Entertainment Tonight?
Seriously.
Yeah, that's not even a joke. I'm serious.
No, like listening to the last episode where you were talking about back then the Batman. I mean, it was crazy. I was just a kid,
Yeah.
But I remember like people at because I didn't even get to go to the movies to see it. I had to wait for it to come out on VHS. But
Same.
Yeah, my dad bought it for me at Walmart. It was awesome. But you could go into the mall where the movie theater was, and I mean the line was just the mall was packed and just people waiting in line for Batman.
Yeah.
And I mean it was everywhere.
I had a little Batmania in 94. That was like my first real kind of taste, but that was nothing for 89.
Yeah, nothing compared. Like people try to say Dark Knight didn't compare to 89.
Nothing compares to it. I think Dark Knight was the closest to 89. Like, I mean, it's better than 94, but
the way merchandising, the way everything was built, like people were excited to be a part of the Dark Knight, all the like the online and like all that stuff they did. That was really cool. But like Batman 89, you would go to an ice cream shop and get Batman ice cream, buy Batman towel.
I wish I lived through that experience. You have no idea. Like I'm very jealous of you guys. I never got that. Like as a huge Batman fan as I am, it's you've gotten to that. I've never experienced that. Like, the closest I've gotten is 2008 with Dark Knight. But nothing like 89.
It was like all summer up to the release.
Eric's old enough to have seen 66.
No,
man,
not quite.
My birthday that year, I got the Batman and the Joker and the Bob the Goon action figure and the Batwing and
yep, all those things. So that's the nostalgic factor here for me. But yeah, he looks fantastic in the suit. Like I expected him to look a little bit kind of like frail or worn a little.
Not since I saw him in Homecoming, and like I know this movie's probably taken forever to come out, but like I don't know. When I saw him in Homecoming, I was like, oh, he's gonna have no problem being Batman. Like Homecoming, he gave a hell of a performance. So
I mean, he's really wearing a mask, I mean, that's about it. Like Keaton's never been like the Jack Batman,
Right.
Yeah. Right. But he, what was that movie he was in where he got all jacked? Oh gosh. He was like he was a criminal. He was like all whatever. Someone find it. Someone find it.
Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom. Gosh, what the heck? And of course, we talked about him a little, but I'll just throw him up there now. Yes, we saw. Well, there's a little Batfleck in this trailer.
Yeah.
Of course, we got a little bit of Ben
Yeah.
Affleck's
Well,
Batman.
this is a multiverse movie, man. Like we're getting a couple Batman in here, apparently.
Yes.
More than two.
I
I
know,
love
and
Batfleck.
he didn't look good as Bruce Wayne. I thought he looked sick.
He looked
to
old.
be
He did,
honest.
didn't he? He looked.
He
he
just looks
older
really
than
thin. He's really
Keaton.
thin now.
Yeah,
He looked like he did at the Grammys.
Right.
Bored and wanted to get rid
Yeah,
of
bored.
and I want to get rid of J-Lo.
No, Ryan Lauer's chiming in. Pete says you look like DJ Khaled.
Pete looked-
right now.
We the baddest! We the baddest!
You even sound like him too. Wow, that was good. All right, but
Keaton looks way more like tough. I guess he looks tougher now. I'm sorry, I'm looking at his IMDb.
a little
like-
grizzled, yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Like Keaton in the 80s and 90s was a little more like, oh, there's no way this guy's Batman because he looks like he just eats yogurt, right? You know, he's just like hanging out. This-
Yogurt?
This now he just
Crack
looks
shot.
like he'll probably, crack and just pop you right in the mouth, man. So,
Chris
I don't
Evans
know.
says Pacific Heights. Is that the movie you're thinking of?
not
Justin?
at all. No.
He was
I'm
the
almost
psycho
there.
on that one, though.
I'm
Yeah.
almost there. Yeah. I mean, he didn't have his shirt off in that movie. This
Mhm.
movie, I'm almost there. Keep going.
Well, we got more. We also got the trailer for Air, the Michael Jordan, the other. Ben
That looked
Affleck
pretty
movie.
dope, actually.
So that
I'm
looked
down
good
with
too.
that.
Yeah, that did look.
The Indiana
but-
Jones trailer looked great. I loved it. I like Crystal Skull. I don't know why everyone hates it, but
I've
I
never
was
seen
into
it.
It's a good movie.
I was into it.
It's Indiana
I
Jones.
disagree. I didn't like it. But
You didn't like Indiana Jones, the trailer?
no, the trailer I liked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was that? I didn't see that.
Trailer.
Yeah.
I actually, to be honest with you, I love the Super Mario Brothers trailer, like from pregame, where it was the plumber's ad. Like I thought the thing was I was rolling laughing at it. I thought it was incredible. I loved it. I actually like that ad.
So where do we think? Since you get a little bit of even Batfleck in action as well, right? You see him. He kind of the one scene that they show in the trailer.
What
he's
was
kinda
that? Is that a
jumping.
Kryptonian ship he's like driving away from, or is that?
I don't
like,
know.
I have it
Batman-
right here. Look at this. Makes
What-
me think it's a timeline issue, and Zod's attacking.
What? But there's one of him. There's a ship. Do you have the one with the ship?
And we don't have
It
Superman.
it
Yes.
almost looks like the Flying Fox.
Yeah.
It does look like the Flying Fox.
So I didn't know what that was. Is that's Ray Fisher? He's coming. He wants to be in the movie. He's gonna take out Batfleck to get in the movie.
But
Yeah.
but doesn't it look like Zod's attacking in this shot?
No, I think, but I think that's also where Supergirl comes in. Like instead of Bruce Wayne running to save Steve in the building, Batman's on his motorcycle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
yeah.
this might be like the end. This is like in between Man of Steel and BVS.
Yeah, like that's when I was watching, I was trying to piece when this happens in the timeline. Like I was trying to piece together certain parts of the film when it happened in the previous timeline that we had, and that's why I was wondering the one scene that he kind of jumps. I guess he kind of the bat pod I guess hits, then he jumps. And I'm like, he looks like Black Panther there. The suit he's wearing and stuff, and there's this light shining around him. I'm like, he kind of looks a little bit like the Black Panther there. But yeah, it's been. I'm surprised. I didn't think we were going to get him in the suit, and the fact that there's actually seems to be a lot of stuff with him in the suit is.
Do you think we're gonna get Keaton or Affleck in the
No,
suit?
Affleck. I knew we were going to get Keaton, but
Oh.
I didn't think we were going to get. I thought we'd just get Affleck as Bruce Wayne.
My
but-
friend texted. He's all, "What is going on?" Because he's not like as deep involved in this stuff. He's all, "What the
He's
heck?"
normal.
Yeah,
That was my
Yeah.
wife's reaction. She's like, "Why isn't it the other Batman?" And then she sees Keaton and she's like, "Is that Michael Keaton?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Shut up, watch it."
God damn, what are you talking about? This Michael Keaton over there, the Couch Cowboy, the Super Bumps on, the Batman over there, the Batman over there. I'm trying to see this Flash over here. What you goddamn doing?
Is it American Assassin, Justin? Is that the movie?
no, I found it. It's Desperate Measures. I don't know why it's not on his.
Desperate,
IMDb.
yeah. He was jacked in that. I don't remember.
He was desperate
I'm
to
gonna
do a movie.
show us.
That was
I'm
the one
gonna
with
show us-
Vince Vaughn, right? Or
No, it
No,
was
no.
with Andy Garcia.
Was this during his "I'm not doing much" phase? Because I don't remember. that movie
98.
at
It was
all.
1998, and
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not on his. It's literally not on his. It's not on his IMDb.
It's not worthy.
It was an all right movie. I don't know.
It's Kowalski classic, apparently.
It is a Kowalski classic. It's about to be.
All right, let's really
98.
quickly. We mentioned her a couple times, so let's really quickly talk about Sasha Calle's Supergirl.
Mhm.
It's the first time we've ever really gotten to see anything about her.
Mhm.
She deserves
and-
3 movies.
And I'll ask you guys, what did you think? Anyone
It's
can take
cool.
it.
It's cool. Clearly, they just swapped out Cavill. Like that's the intention there, right? Like that's clear as day. It's cool that there is definitely some influence, obviously from Flashpoint and Project Superman. That's dope. Her suit. I don't really like the suit that much. I mean, I'm more a traditionalist, so but like whatever. Oh God.
Hey.
I was like, wait, that's not Sasha Kaye.
Yeah. Why is he all lubed up? Like, what is this?
He's in prison. He was like lifting weights in prison. He was just like, I'm desperate. Measures.
So tan too. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Nowhere to go. There we go. There you go. I wonder who she's talking to at that moment. Actually, when she's like, "What'd you do?" Is she talking to Barry? Like, does he tell her you're not even supposed to be here? Like,
Zod,
so
maybe.
Yeah. I'm
why'd you rob those people on vacation?
Yeah. I'm interested to see what it's all about, but she didn't have much screen time, and it was interesting how one Flash wanted to take like a picture of her, and the other one was like, "What are you doing, Flash?"
Well, yeah, we're going to talk about the dual Flashes in a little bit. I figured we'd do that at the end since it's kind of his movie, so we'll talk about it a little bit. But
is it really though? Is it really?
It is. Yes. I mean, I obviously
this is a vehicle for Kaye to take over the DC universe and the hierarchy of power.
Do you think she's gonna be the Supergirl in the rebooted universe?
If she gets received well, I think she has a chance.
Yeah,
sure. It all depends.
I think so. If this makes $1 billion, she's probably in. But
probably
I would say this movie is going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, I hope James Gunn is being honest with us, and it's just like the greatest thing ever. Like
if it's all the press screening like narratives too, though, like it's really good.
Yeah, I see parts of this trailer where it can lead to that, to being a really, really great superhero film. Yeah. And that's my overall take, honestly, from the trailer, is that I saw enough elements here to back up all of those claims.
How cool will it be if Clooney comes out as Thomas Wayne?
Oh boy,
just murdering people.
Wow.
I'll take that.
Wow.
That would be a good thing to keep under wraps.
Gordon Gecko style.
Yeah.
What was his, did I miss what was his name? That wasn't Gordon Gecko. What the heck was his name?
Sizer Koze?
No.
In the vampire movie.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Seth Gecko.
Yeah.
Gordon Gecko. What's that? Is that something else?
That was like wasn't it like Michael Douglas? Did he
That's
play
Michael
Gordon, right? Did he play wasn't it like a Wall Street movie?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, before we saw the trailer, did we have confirmation that she was playing Kara, or did we think she was playing what's the other Supergirl's name? I always forget her name.
There's you have the Matrix, you have Sir El.
Everybody thought it was because she has a pixie cut.
Yeah, well, she's brunette. She's got short brunette hair.
Yeah. So that was cool to hear that it definitely was her, and it would have been weird if they chose another one, since that's the only one most people know, if they know her at all. So that was a cool thing.
It's just a bummer we never got to see what that open pod was about, Man of Steel, right? I mean, I wonder if that'll be in there.
Yeah, no one saw that or remembers. Anyone remembers that, dude?
Watch it be in the movie.
Some guys like, oh yeah, the pod from the Man of Steel movie.
Watch it be in the movie.
Just erased.
Oh gosh.
Watch it be there. Pete will be like, I told you.
Give my $7,
Justin. So I'm hoping that's why I put returns, because we already answered the question. Do we think she's going to return? I do. Like I said, I do think if she's received well and the movie does well, she's going to be back. They'd be crazy to throw out that the success of that, especially since the way Gunn's talking up this film already about how great it's going to be and how great it is. Mm-hmm. It would be crazy for him to just throw out all the elements from a great film. Yeah. So I can't imagine that they won't keep her on, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. So I'll never forget when she was cast and they showed that Muschietti. They did that little video.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember that.
Yeah, and that was a really cool thing. So I hope and she even tweeted after the trailer came out, she tweeted something about how she loved playing the part and she's so happy that we're all going to get to see it. Because don't forget, this movie's been done probably for a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even remember. It feels like forever though.
It's been in the can for a while. So
yeah, well, they did the behind the scenes thing at the last what they call it,
Fandom,
DC.
yeah.
Fandom, yeah.
Yeah.
Before the
Two
Batman came
fandoms.
out. So
Two
Yeah.
fandom. Wow. Remember?
been a
Yeah,
while.
Yeah.
Yep, that was. So, all right. So let's get to it. Let's talk, of course, about our dual Barrys. We have two Barrys. Justin, you don't have to talk it if you don't want to, because we don't want you to bring down the show.
No, I don't.
No, I'm only kidding. So
Only
I
Barry
like
that matters right here.
I like I've always liked his take on the character because it was something that I didn't expect, and I tend to lend towards that usually when I'm looking at something. I'm always like, let me see something I haven't seen before. So I feel like that's what we got with the Justice League as Justice League Flash, and now we're getting to him plus this other more quirky one in the multiverse. Now we don't see much. We definitely see like the Barry that we have is much more confident and spending time with the Justice League and with Wonder Woman, Batman, and everyone else. And the other Barry looks to be a little skittish. At least that's my take. We don't know much about it then. So, Steve, what did you think of the two Barrys, the one we have and the one that he meets?
So one of them's obviously like normal Barry. The other one's the one who has his own cult and gets in trouble with has all the legal troubles. I think one of the longer hair has the legal troubles. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we got two, so one of them is Barry with his mom, and one is Barry without mom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
it looks like that.
Yeah, one of them seems younger, like he's in high school or something. Like if you look at his room,
yeah,
it just looks like a high school.
Just the way he
room.
meets him, he's got like the the longer hair. He's he looks like he's coming home from school. He's got headphones on,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like for me, it was just kind of like, okay, why are there two Barrys? And it's like he wants to stay on this timeline because this is a timeline where his mother's alive. But it's like, so is he trying to like join this guy's family? Like, what is he trying to do here? So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I still think that this Barry may end up being like the villain.
Mm.
The one with the long hair.
Yeah, long hair Barry might end up being the villain.
The one with the mama.
Yeah,
who got the girl? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, kind of like, what are you're going to take this from me? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out why there are two of them. Like, that's the interesting thing. Like,
that's what I'm thinking. Like the timeline, he goes back into that timeline because he wants to save it,
right?
Because his mother's still alive, but he's got to deal with his brother,
right?
Who has longer hair and is better looking than him. So
he's the one that ends up wearing the painted return suit, right?
The younger Barry.
Yeah.
Now is that like? Oh man, I'm trying to figure because remember we were talking about like how the timeline is muddled. So like Affleck is in Metropolis as a time of Zod's attack. Like, is it so muddled that there are two Batmans in this one timeline? Like, is it like or do they have to go to Keaton's timeline? Like, are they actually hopping from world to world, or is the timeline so screwed up that everything's on one world? Like, I'm trying to. That's another.
It's weird. It's
like
it is
convergence type deal.
Yeah.
Because these two Flashes look exactly the same, but the two Batmans look exactly different.
Yeah,
and sometimes you just go with it. So it's wild. So
yeah. So I've heard good things. I mean, everyone has said he's excellent in the film, so I'm really looking forward to see how that plays out. But it's
Miller,
but it looks they're so starkly different. Like Zeddy brought up a good point in the chat, said maybe it's Reverse Flash. One is, like Pete said, he might end up being the villain, and it's very possible. That's a possibility that he could wind up being the bad guy. So we'll see
think
how
it's like a red herring though. He's acting so goofy, and then at the end he's like, I'm gonna kill my mom too, or like
Or no, I don't think he's gonna kill his mom as much as it's just like he doesn't understand why this Flash is gonna try to take over his life or something like that. I just feel like I don't know, like maybe I have no idea, but like. The whole two Barry thing seems like that's the thing we should be focusing on. Like, why? That's the whole movie, the whole point of the movie. Or maybe that you can't have two Barrys exist in the same timeline. That's why the timeline's corrupt. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out kind of like the timeline Barry angle.
Yeah.
Right. I think there's something to the fact that he might be younger, like you guys were saying.
Yeah.
He might be a younger because obviously Affleck's Batman and Keaton's Batman are
because
not the
it
same.
looks like when he's in the lab getting hit with lightning, it looks like it goes through Barry's chest, and then there's the other Barry, and it almost looks like it shoots in Barry's mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
It's like-
gosh, that's
Yeah.
what that was, dude. I didn't even get that, dude.
Is
When
it
you go
like-
through like the
Is that how
traditional,
like younger Barry gets his powers, or is he like trying to prevent that Barry from getting powers so his mother doesn't die? Like I just have all these theories.
That's
well, the
pretty good.
traditional time travel movie, someone's going to go back in time to change something.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe he was going back in time to save his mom. Mom lives. Maybe he saves her, you know, and so it's his younger self he runs into. So maybe.
Yeah.
Well, good thing it's not like that movie Time Cop where same matter can occupy the same space, or they would have just blew up right
There
there.
you
They
go.
took everything on
I
each
didn't see that
other.
one.
How
Remember
many,
some
times,
Time Cop with Van Damme? Oh, it's
how many times did you watch that movie?
Van Damme's a
Time
little
Cop?
old for me.
I went to the theater and saw.
I just
Time
missed
Cop.
him.
I've seen. I mean, I only remember seeing it once in the theaters, but
Yeah,
it's been
once.
on like TV or HBO. I've watched it.
Really?
Hey, Javi said Thawne has copied Barry's face before.
Yep.
So I wonder if they have an actor who played Thawne that we don't know about. I wonder if there's like some.
Well, remember it was Scoot McNairy during the BS time? We didn't know who he was playing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he had green socks.
Yeah.
It's Flash.
Who is he playing? Who's going to be playing Flash?
He's playing Lieutenant Dan.
His name's
Dude. Calm
Wally.
down.
His name's Wally. What do they call you?
All right.
Wallace?
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna show the game, the spot they showed during the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
just throw that on and
Yeah, do that,
talk
old
about
man.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Eric?
What's happening? You changed the future. And you changed the past.
What did you do?
Want some help?
You're.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Watch the full trailer online now. The Flash, only in theaters June 16th.
Dude.
You know, I like that thing better almost than the long trailer.
Great. It's great.
I just
Yeah,
caught something. I'm gonna find it. Y'all do what you're doing.
So there's a line in there where he says, change the future to save the past. So if you go to, and I was looking at this earlier, there's a t-shirt on the DC website.
I
and
bought like
it's the
6 of them today.
It's the old school Keaton logo, and it says you change the future to that to change the past, and on the past it shows Affleck's Batman logo. So little hints are in there.
No.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun lead up, I think.
Yeah.
to this movie.
What's the date of this movie? Is it the 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Pete,
is there a watch party? Are we doing a watch party?
We were
Yeah.
supposed to plan one. We didn't, but we still can. There's plenty of time, so we still can. We could still plan a watch party. I think we could do it. Sure, why not? We're supposed to be here. We're supposed to be in New
Yeah,
York.
New York. Yeah.
So if we could throw this one together very quickly, we already have locations and stuff where we could have the actual party part of it, and then there's so many theaters. Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah.
I'd be
Sure.
in.
Okay, so I just caught this shot. I was like, "Oh shoot!" Maybe you guys already saw this out, but yo, that's long hair Keaton, right?
I don't know. I was wondering who that was.
This ain't Harriet, bro.
That's right. That's where and he's getting into
Whistler.
the Bat Cave. That's right before we see all them suits.
I don't know. Like, what?
No way.
Yeah, that's definitely
You think?
into the Batcave.
You think
Yeah,
he's
dude.
retired?
It definitely looks like
No,
the back
because-
cave.
I mean,
He's
I
going
read,
into
I
the
read
Bat
one of
Cave.
those things where it said,
Yeah, but like,
oh,
why does he have
Keaton
his
has long
hair?
hair?
Whose hair is that?
That's Keaton's
Yeah.
hair, bro.
Is it Keaton's or is it Aunt Harriet?
It's Aunt Harriet.
Oh, that'd be great because Alfred's clearly dead. He had Aunt Harriet. Yeah, I would like that.
That's Keaton going into the bat room
I mean,
Why
I
does he
think
have
just
long
makes
hair?
sense, but I was like, well, okay,
because he's a recluse.
because
That's
he's
what
talking.
you
To,
do.
oh, so this is a sequel to Rises.
Mm.
You literally see it. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna prove. I'm
Do
gonna
you think?
do it,
I'm
Do
not
you
arguing
think?
with
Do you think Christian Bell shows up in this movie?
It's Vicky Vale. That's what Howie just said.
Vicky Vale. She's
Right? She came, or it's Catwoman.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that one was a whole other uproar.
All right. Boom. Okay, detective. I'm a detective here.
So-
Detective Justin here.
That was a
So
good. That was a good pick.
Doing it
though.
live. All right.
That was nuts, man. I thought the Super Bowl spot was a little. What they showed in that was had a little bit more weight to it.
That's his head. That's his bald head.
Did you just like zoom out?
Yes.
What?
That's the same
On
that's
the bottom.
That's
On the
him
bottom.
entering. That's him entering. That's him entering. And this is the next scene with the doors open.
Yeah.
That's him walking in.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man.
I wasn't arguing with you, but I was just like,
So he's
Look at that
Hippie
logo.
Batman?
Boom. Look at that.
I know. Look at that.
That's a
Look at that logo.
66 logo.
That's a
right
66
there.
logo. All right.
That's fantastic.
That makes me excited. Very excited.
See?
Yeah, so we're supposed to believe that Adam West Batman was him younger.
Dude, there's like a looks like a
tech.
Gotham by Gaslight suit in there, man. There's all kinds of stuff.
That's so good.
McFarlane's going to make an action figure for each and every one of those.
He should. He should.
And we will buy at least one of each.
Can you get stock in McFarlane? Because
You should. If you don't, you probably should.
Yeah.
You're just paying yourself back.
That's right.
But man, I can't wait till he makes a Batmobile, dude. I pre-ordered that 66 Batboat, by the way, Steve.
I haven't done it yet.
I did. I couldn't help it. I saw the pictures of that thing, and I was like, "This thing is too damn cool not to own. I gotta buy
Dude,
this." Thing.
the Wayne Manor with the working bat phone. Oh man.
Oh my god! I was like, Steve's gonna buy this. How's it?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get it, but normally my target's pretty good about having stuff here. So
that Two-Face looked great too.
Yes.
That's the only Two-Face that McFarlane's made, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Toy talk. Sorry, Eric.
No, it's fine.
Well, he's gonna do the one for the Dark Knight. That one's
Yeah.
gonna be coming out.
He's
Yeah.
doing
Oh,
that.
that's true.
Please,
Hey, y'all
Steve,
think that there's going to be like some random villain cameos in this Batman movie, Flash movie, that we have never seen before? Like, there's like a
Burton verse, I don't know,
like a Billy
Riddler?
Billy D. Williams Two-Face.
It'd be cool.
I mean, if you could do that, that'd be epic. I mean, you could. I mean, I'm trying.
It'd be
to think.
kind of neat to just kind of
Would-
inform.
Or
the
would you
world
would you rather see like Jim Carrey pop up? I don't have a little Schumacher stuff pop in there.
unless it is Jim Carrey, but it's a way different version.
What if it's Tommy Lee Jones, but he plays it? Yeah. So what if it's Tommy Lee Jones with a serious version?
No, it'd have to be Billy D.
What if you give Tommy Lee why does everyone else get a chance of redemption except Tommy Lee Jones?
It's the same.
Because
We're
Billy
supposed to
D.
believe it's the same Batman, though, right? So it could.
so technically, it doesn't matter. It's Tommy Lee Jones.
But you got to give props to Tommy Lee because he had 2 girlfriends.
That's true.
Yeah. Say thank you, Steve.
Well,
Getting it-
Billy
was it
D.
Sugar and-
Billy D.
no.
I guess ended up marrying Commissioner
What was her
Gordon's
name?
daughter.
I forget.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's right.
Yeah, we won't go there.
I mean, that's weird. You guys complained when Batman was boning Batgirl. Now you complain when Two-Face is boning Batgirl.
I'm not complaining.
Everyone's
What
getting
about-
Batgirl. Stop it.
Different.
Any villain's better than Savick. Thank you, Nick.
What about Jai Courtney's Captain Boomerang?
You want him in the Batfleck movie?
Oh,
Yeah, why not? He's a
With a
Flash.
Oh,
flag.
he's the Flash.
Well, he's dead.
He did
Not if
die.
he's go- This is
what if
it's a
the
multiverse.
Timeline's messed up,
Yeah,
though.
true.
Multiverse.
I mean, if he
timeline.
shows up, that'd be cool. I wouldn't be against it.
What about if the Top shows up? I'd love that. I'm a huge Top fan.
I'd like to know.
So many jokes. Anyway.
Captain Cold.
Yeah, isn't I thought the
Right,
main-
like I was wondering if there'd be any other, if there would be some Flash villains. Like,
Well, I wanted to say
What if
one, but
Leto
it was
pops up in this?
Is it a spoiler? The thing I was going to say was a spoiler.
What was it?
I think.
Oh,
it
don't
was
say
a
it's a
spoiler.
spoiler. No, don't say it.
Well, I don't know. It was a toy. I saw a toy.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that stuff. I guess you could say it. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
What toy?
it was like a toy of.
They call it like, was it Dark
Dark
Flash?
Flash. He just looked like
Oh,
a,
yeah.
it looked
well,
like
you
a big.
see him in the trailer.
Yeah,
don't
it
you?
looked like a big black lava.
Really?
Flash.
Where did you justify the
When the
screenshot?
two when they both like.
I thought that was
Back
a
to back?
makeshift suit Barry.
See, I thought it was.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought it was. You might be right. I
Um,
don't know. Like I
oh,
said,
But,
that's-
no, like the Funko Pops released a lot of, or was it the Spin Master Toys? They did.
Nah, you can see the Funkos that are coming out.
Yeah.
And there's
There's a
That's the
Wonder
thing,
Woman.
like-
Keaton Batman, Affleck Batman, Dark Flash, and then the 2 other Flashes.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
yeah, it's not popping up here. Let me see.
I still can't believe that. I mean, I know we're getting it, but I still can't believe we're getting it because
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything that happened. But I wonder if they were sold, if Warner Brothers was sold a year earlier, if we'd be getting this movie.
I think we get the movie anyway, just because so much money had to be put into it.
Yeah.
Already before, and imagine what they've had to do since then to kind of make it. They're probably still working on it, lining it up with what their plans are.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was gonna mention. I think the effects for a trailer look very good. There was nothing messy in this. I didn't see anything where I was like, "Wow, you could really tell that was."
It looked good as a Shazam trailer.
Yeah.
Well, we both like the Shazam trailer, so
I like the Shazam trailer.
we all do. Yes, we're in agreement. All right.
I said on Twitter, I was like, "This is Superman versus Godzilla." Like, I'm so in on this. Like, it's not like it's the big red cheese. Like, I am so in. I can't wait for Fear of the Gods.
No,
so, is there anything in the trailer that you were surprised about?
I was surprised that there was a lot more Zod than I thought we were going to get.
Yeah,
it seems like Zod's going to have like a whole scene plus. Like, he's going to have some decent amount of screen time here. Like, and that'd be great. I mean, Michael Shannon's Zod is like one of the greatest comic villains of all time.
Yeah.
So
he was good.
It's tremendous to see what they do with that whole action scene in. I don't know where exactly in Man of Steel, but Metropolis, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing that I was curious about, because like taking my personal, like I like Man of Steel, right? But I feel like putting that part in the trailer, does that make people go, "Oh, dude, that movie, I hated that." Like there's not.
I think it makes people say, "Oh, the movie I didn't like, they're rebooting." Like,
so
it makes you think a little bit.
It makes you like, and I don't know.
Maybe they're gonna fix the movie I don't like.
Maybe I don't know, but I just kind of feel like I would have left that out of the trailer. I would have put no like connections to Man of Steel in the trailer.
Well,
like the stuff that they literally just got rid of the guy that was in that movie, no longer associating with this guy, but then they highlight the movie he started in, like even Zod. Like, I don't think people are or they watch it and they're like, "Oh, Flash is fighting this guy named Zod," because they don't know. Like, if I ask my mom, she's like, "I don't know who Zod is."
Well, but Sasha Kai is obviously the one who fought him in this timeline, wherever they're at.
Yes, but it feels kind of like,
I know what you're saying. Like,
it's like a weird, for me, I was like, I wouldn't have done that. I would have just kept him out, and you still would have been, that trailer still would have been great. You didn't have to show Zod,
Yeah, it could have been more of a secret that they kept for the film. I agree.
Yeah,
it's possible.
I don't know. That just kind of hypes me up a little bit more, to be honest.
I mean, okay, my personal feeling, I feel like that's going to be, I can't wait to see that. But I'm just like, ooh, weird based on all the other things going on that we know about. That's weird.
I always thought the movie was very ambitious, and I always had the fear that it would bite off more than it can chew. But like, after seeing this, and especially after seeing both parts, like, if there's any one director I would really feel confident in, it's Muschietti. And I think he was really capable of handling this task in this movie. I mean, considering it's kind of been handed down from director to director, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of producer credits on this, because there's probably something from somebody's script that made it all the way to the final copy.
Sure. The writing,
like, I'm sure it'll be a pretty decent sized credit. But
Zack Snyder's probably a producer.
He has to be. He cast two of the guys. Like,
I'm sure he is.
So it'll be interesting, and I just, he's more than capable of handling this, and I'm really confident in him and what he was able to do. And this movie has been praised since people have been like test screening it. Like, I've never heard anyone outside of like some just obnoxious weird Twitter handle bash anything about the Flash. Like, everyone who's ever seen it has like raved about it. So
yeah,
Steve, you were gonna,
like, seeing Keaton, obviously everybody wanted to see that. I wasn't expecting him to fly down in the trailer and go straight up Arkham Asylum on everybody. So I was thinking they were probably going to keep it more restricted to like 89 Keaton. You know what I mean? Because now you're like 70-year-old Michael Keaton kicking way more ass than he ever did.
I'm telling you, man, ever since Homecoming, he's a different guy.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. But I think that I think they should have probably saved that for the actual movie instead of putting it in the trailer. It'd have been cool just seeing him in the suit, and it'd be like everybody would have been on board.
Here's the thing: Don't BVS me. Don't give me 8 trailers. I'll take 2 and I'm good. BVS, like,
we got 6 months, dude. They're gonna.
I know.
Well, actually, we have 4 months. Huh? We have about 4 months.
Give me 2 trailers. Give me this one, and then give me one more that's a little more Affleck heavy.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna get spots. Like we get a lot of TV spots now when like that give away more of the movie than they probably should. So I think we'll probably get a little bit more TV spots as we get closer, and maybe we'll get another final trailer, which won't be. I don't think it'll be as long as this.
Well, when's Comic-Con? Does Comic-Con come out before this movie comes out?
No.
I was gonna say that would be it. That would be like the final push, right?
But maybe they'll attach something to Shazam. I don't know. Like I have no idea. But maybe they'll do something like that.
Well, James Gunn did say it was connected, right? He says Shazam leads into the Flash, so maybe there is some sort of post-credit Marvel MCU thing they want to do there.
No, there's definitely going to be something.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see.
I hope
What is our take on Batman during the daytime in this film?
That was pretty different. Also, seeing Keaton like full on sun shining down on him, clouds in the sky. Yeah, that was different.
Well, I mean, it's funny because like I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, that's straight out of Flashpoint. Like they just rescued Project Superman. They're getting caught by the government, and Keaton's just like working his magic, and she goes berserk because she doesn't. Well, in Flashpoint it's Superman, but they go crazy because like first time really getting some sun and really getting to feel their powers. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Like I think this movie may be CGI heavy, but I watched Muschietti turn a clown into a scary spider, so like. I know the dude can do anything.
The one scene they do show though, where she's like blocking.
Yeah, like that doesn't. Like, I think it looks great, man. Like, goddamn,
it looks cool.
Awesome.
What does he do with his glove? Like he calls something.
He like
is he calling her?
He lets out something. There's something.
Yeah. Like there's something there, man. Like something.
I thought it was just like a hand signal, like
maybe he was like, okay, secret weapon, go. Like,
yeah.
But I was all for it. Like
it looked like solar bombs or something. He opens his hand up.
Yeah, it did.
And there's like some kind of like
yeah. Okay, maybe gave her maybe a shot like of adrenaline. I don't know.
Yeah, because she's in her she's in her robe, and he shoots these like I don't know. Maybe it looks like he's shooting something. Maybe it's just his hand. His fist is up, and then all of a sudden just pans up and there's bullets shooting at her. So I don't know. Maybe he's not doing that.
But I'm excited. I mean, dude, this makes me want to read. This makes me want to watch Batman 89 while I'm reading Flashpoint and Batman 89. I just like I'm having a blast. I'm so like pumped. I'm going to watch Batman Returns and oh, dude, like I'm just ready. Like this is great. I can't believe Keaton's back. And dude, it's clear he's a major part of this movie. Like whatever Grace was saying when he was getting cut from the movie.
But you said he got cut from the end of the movie. Because remember before the rumor was he was going to stay on as the DCU Batman, just like old man Batman.
And then they were going to do the Batgirl was going to replace, and that's what Batgirl
was going to replace him. Supergirl was replacing Superman, and that was going to be like the new Justice League, something going into it.
No, I don't love it. It stinks, Paul. It's boring. It's pretentious. I don't know who is that chick with the 6 eyes. Okay, they're gonna buy Arkham Asylum. Two-Faces written inconsistently. Like what else? There's a werewolf involved. What else do you want from me? I don't want Universal Monsters Batman. Sorry, Paul. There we go.
My local comic book store shut down, so
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know, so I'm just reading the DC Universe app now.
There's nowhere within driving distance?
2 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't have a Keith's Comics nearby? Wow.
You need to open one. No.
We're going to go in, put some money in, and let's do it.
I'll move down to Texas.
If you have...
we could do comics. Peter can come down and make New York-style pizza.
Let's do that. Eric, you want to do that? You want to come down?
If there's a market for it, why not?
Well, we imagine if we could bring
a market for
everything to Texas.
We'd have to bring the water.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah,
the water. What water?
The water is trust me. The water is the
New York. It's New York sewer water.
New York City has the cleanest water in the country.
See, the only water I drink comes from Chuck Norris's ranch. I'm not lying.
You would know water I drink.
Well, what about Comic-Con? I guess you're gonna have to go to digital.
We only need like real Reno, and then we can have conversations with all these fake characters I have.
Or you can go to Hoopla. Is Ryan Lauer still in here? We could talk about Hoopla.
Yeah, why doesn't Ryan Lauer hop on his camera and get in here?
I
and stop
invited
being
him.
a scrub.
I invited him. I told him to come in. So, but yeah, yeah, the Hoopla. I have Hoopla now. It's cool.
You're digging it. What are you reading right now?
I got
Holzman's reading comics. Holzman's reading comics. Stop the press.
I read
he's got
Batman and Son
Daniel
already,
Steele
but I'm reading
novels.
it again.
What are you
Well,
reading?
did they finish the Flash prequel comic book miniseries?
I don't think
Pete,
so.
you were reading that, weren't you?
Hold on, let me show.
I have the first issue.
Paul Herman, these are called comic books. Okay, I don't need an iPad for this. I can hold them. These aren't files. These are actual comic books.
I think.
Someone tell Paul Herman what comic books are.
I think. Well, hey, if you're like Steve and you don't have an option, then you have you go digital.
Well, I think Steve can get like a subscription list from. Like,
we know Justin goes
Midtown
digital.
Comics. I'll mail them.
What do I do?
You know, Justin reads comics digitally.
Yeah, so I do.
I know. Yeah, it's weird.
So it's the best way.
No, it's not. There's no.
I mean,
value.
I love the smell of a comic book. You guys know this, but I just have to also know, like, where the future is for me to read them.
Yeah, it's the storage of the comic books is always the kicker.
Yeah,
I have a couple of boxes full, and then I have them like stacked up in my closet also. So
boxes.
Yeah,
this can be an issue.
Yeah.
So what if
run out of room?
What if Mr. Freeze, Arnold? No, I'm kidding.
Ice cold cool.
Yeah.
You have 10 minutes to throw the bird. Can you be cold, Batman? At 20 below, the ship will freeze and plummet to destroy Gotham.
You know what? True story.
Yes,
when I went,
I love Batman and Robin. Me love Jared Leto Joker. It's fantastic. Yes, me from French Canada. Hello.
He's not just.
When I went and saw Batman and Robin in the theater, I just like totally zoned out like the last 30 minutes of that movie.
I was born in 86. I was like 9 years old.
Yeah, I was like 17 or 18. I forget.
Oh my God, that's such a horrible age for you to see that movie.
Well, I had a girl with me too, so
I was 19. Yeah.
But I was the perfect age for Forever. Like Forever was
great. I love it.
For me, please tell Justin that he thinks Batman Forever stinks.
I love Batman Forever. To me, that was like the perfect like. Because I'm an Adam West guy. I'm an Adam West guy, and like watching Batman Forever like took me back to Adam West, and I was just like, that's like,
it's
you know,
nice.
it's close as you can get in a movie to Adam West.
It's accessible. It's family friendly.
That's not like stupid like Clooney. Clooney was dumb. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
You knew going into Batman and Robin, it was doomed. It was doomed when they cast Clooney as Batman. Like,
really? I don't know. Clooney's a good actor, man.
Yeah, at that point, you were like, he was coming out of Dust Blonde.
Doug Ross. Hold on. No, he was
direction.
Doug Ross. He was Doug Ross from ER. He was on ER at the time.
He's a Peacemaker.
He was
Nicole Kidman.
Well, Schumacher said he saw him in Dusk Till Dawn and thought he'd make a great Batman.
Yeah,
but that's funny because like you can't watch that movie and be like, this is the Batman.
Dude, you look at Clooney as Batman, that chin, those eyes.
I think it'd be great.
It's no. I'm sorry.
I do. I think Clooney would make a great Batman if he had a little bit better direction.
Okay, if he's actual Bruce Wayne and you see Batman, you know that's Bruce Wayne. Because that chin and those eyes are indistinguishable.
Sure, if you want to go there.
I mean,
well, he did from Dusk Till
the Joker
Dawn.
would have figured it out.
From Dusk Till Dawn is an action film, so
yeah.
I mean,
Dusk Till Dawn. I like that. But yeah, I remember like there was a whole plan back then watching because I remember this. They had an Oprah Winfrey show, and they had Clooney, Donaldson, and Schwarzenegger on there. And Chris Donaldson said on the show that the plan was for him to take over as Batman after that.
Really? That? They were going to do a Nightwing movie like that? I don't know.
No, he was going straight into Batman. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
If it had happened, if it had done good. Because I remember people because Spawn came out after Batman and Robin.
Oh,
and people were saying Spawn was like awesome compared to Batman and Robin. Spawn was not good.
No.
Batman and Robin was
Batman and Robin is so. It's just if you don't go in there expecting something 66, like you're not gonna have a good time with it. Like it's not the greatest still, even with that. But
that.
Well, I mean, when he pulled out the Batman credit card,
That was
it's
a bit
like,
much.
come on,
it was a bit much. It was a bit much.
that was too much.
But
Like, how much credit does Batman really get?
He's got to be in debt because he destroys everything.
Exactly.
Which explains why Sean
Justin,
Murphy
what
wrote
are you
White
doing?
Knight.
You're
Sorry, I was
zooming on-
typing. I was typing.
Justin's typing. He's writing a memoir on why he
Typing-
hates Batman Forever.
What
Spawn was better. He's right. But
Spawn
not-
was. I haven't seen Spawn in a long time.
Spawn was good until
CGI in Spawn is worse than like an N64 game.
Spawn was such a bad take of that comic.
Yeah.
Like the HBO show was really good. That movie was
Exactly.
just like, he was
Yeah,
all,
that's
hell
good.
yeah. I'm like, dude, Spawn doesn't talk like that, dude.
I'm not
Yeah.
a Spawn
Spawn,
fan. I don't know
like,
anything.
was
was
sat
awful.
on a throne of dead corpses, and Clown was not
Wasn't
a
it John
terrible-
Leguizamo?
Leguizamo, yeah.
Yeah,
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
He
Did
was.
you guys
he-
read that Leguizamo
miscast.
was going to be cast as a Vulture in Homecoming?
Yeah, I saw that.
He
And
was.
then
He's
Keaton
a
said
good-
he wanted to do it, and then Leguizamo was like, "Fine, Keaton can have it."
Are you serious?
Basically, Leguizamo was going to be the Vulture. Yeah,
That would have been awful. Can you imagine him flying around?
I don't know. Like
He
I
wouldn't have made sense as the dad, though. Like they must have. I mean, they probably cast around him. I guess.
maybe.
Like he was too young to be.
I would have
the
loved
real
to see. I
kid.
mean, Leguizamo's got that great New York accent. I would have. It would have worked for me.
I don't know. I heard that it was going to be
Luigi,
Chris Pratt as the Vulture.
really?
Really?
No, I'm kidding. I was because he got mad at Chris Pratt for being Mario.
I wasn't mad at Chris Pratt for being Mario.
Yeah, I think it was fine. Batman Forever. It's a fine movie. It's just not the Batman tone I like. Is all.
Batman Forever at that time was like actually open up in a comic book
Yeah.
and reading a Batman comic.
That thing was a pop culture explosion in the sense.
Dude, that movie made a lot of it
soundtrack,
was huge.
You know, everything that kind of came with it, like it made sense. It was like a summer blockbuster, is what it
It
was.
was every big name in Hollywood who was at the top of their game was in
Yeah.
that movie.
It wasn't
Jim
like Batman
Carrey was
9.
a huge star at that time.
The what?
Jim
Carrey
Carrey
was.
he was
Oh
a
yeah,
huge
yeah. Oh
star,
gosh.
He
Yeah,
was Ace Ventura, man.
that was the height of his career. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Val Kilmer, he was coming off what, The Doors?
What?
I mean,
Oh, why?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
Because he
Oh,
knows.
because
that-
that's a
you
Paul
hate
Herman
Chris-
thing.
how do you
Yeah.
not like Chris
Oh.
Pratt?
Can
He
we
knows
get
it?
Paul Herman on?
Chris Pratt.
Somebody,
Chris
Paul,
Pratt
send your
bought the
email
last
address to Holzman. Get on here.
jean jacket in Seattle one day, and Paul got upset.
What? Chris Pratt just seems like a cool dude you could drink a beer with and shoot the shit, you know.
Yeah. I hope Chris Pratt plays Darth Vader one day.
What?
And Spider-Man.
Oh, you went to high school with him. Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay,
Sorry.
well,
I didn't. I'm sorry.
we all made mistakes in high school, dude.
I
Who's the
bet you right now, Chris Pratt's all, man, Paul Herman, he was a cool guy.
I shouldn't have done that thing.
Mr. Hero cosplay is actually Chris Pratt. No.
That's
Like, oh,
that's
shoot.
a putz. That's a putz.
So yeah. So in case anyone didn't know, none of these guys are going to be in the movie. So let's
Yeah.
just not even.
Maybe one of them at the end.
No, none of them are going to be in the movie.
Dude,
According to Grace Randolph.
Yeah, that crazy woman. Sorry, that's not.
crazy. Poor
It was
Grace.
funny. James Gunn didn't call her out because I don't think he's giving her attention, but he did put a kibosh on that rumor, and then she follows it up with I said maybe or possibly.
Yeah.
It's like having an argument with your kids. It's like, wait, hold on. Here's what you said.
No, man. That was
And there's
fun
still
time.
people that hold on to what she says, man. It's
Man,
wild.
that was a fun time. Twitter was
Yeah.
fun for that 48 hours.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Twitter then. It was good. I didn't get
We
to
could go say hi to Grace. You know,
Yeah,
she's
I know
around.
she-
She's around the way.
I think she's a beautiful woman.
She's around the
There
way.
you go. Get some
Alright.
rumors from her, dude. Get some.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you got some hot
That's
takes.
true, Pete.
There you
Work
go.
it. Take one
Yeah.
for the
Bring,
team.
her, bring her on the show.
I'm giving the Holzman.
Like some
Look at the
boudin
whole
sausages,
effect.
dude.
Mm.
You gonna wear the robe?
I'm gonna wear the robe. That's it.
Oh,
No.
Why were you not wearing the robe tonight?
I
Tonight's
should
the
have
robe.
worn my robe.
It's the
Well,
lounge.
go take Leia out, then come back in the room.
All right. Hey,
That's how it works.
next time we'll all wear robes. for the lounge.
I don't think I don't have a robe.
I do. I have
a
one.
robe.
You don't own a robe?
No, I don't
got
own a
one.
robe.
Go to a hotel, steal it, put one on.
Steve, do you have a robe?
I don't have a robe either.
Robe.
I got
You
it.
My wife has a
16-year-old man.
robe. I can
I
wear my
got one
wife
for
robe.
Christmas. I got one for Christmas.
What, you got a
That's-
Batman robe?
No, but it's like Elvis. Like it's a black, like it's like satin, like the Elvis movie. Like I said, I made a comment and said, "Oh, I want to get a robe like that." And my wife got me a robe like that, and my initials says JMK.
It's nice. Actually, I did get a robe for Christmas years ago because in Batman Begins, that scene where Bell comes out and he's like answers the door and he's got the robe on. I was like, man, I need a robe. So I did get one.
No, I've never had a robe.
Yeah, you got to get one at least once.
I've seen Eric in his robe. It's
I know.
so is Chris Burke.
Seen
Chris
it in my
Burke has
mind
seen
now.
it.
It's like
Chris Burke's seen Eric
Yeah.
in the robe.
They saw the top of it.
I have a screenshot. I have a screenshot of Eric in the robe. Yeah, the Schlong Island. He's like Schlong Island sound and just thud. It sounded like the Kansas City kicker when he missed a field goal. I was like, holy shit, Eric around here? Just boom. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh
Eric,
my god.
what is that?
Oh boy.
He goes, that's your
That's so
mom's
funny.
prom present. I'm like, oh shit.
Yes, I wear clothes too. As you can see, I'm wearing clothes, Paul. I've gotten them as gifts and I wear them because I have them.
I have too many robes.
I don't look this is Matt.
Well, there's
right?
like a bathrobe, and then there's like an
Matt.
evening robe. There's like a robe you kind of just lounge in.
See, you guys are on your show names right now, so I don't know who I'm talking to. I only knew Paul because of the comic binge. But
well,
it could have
Pete,
been
you should at least get a smoking jacket.
it could have been Cloud
Yeah.
too, right?
I don't even know what
I
that
don't
is.
like a robe, I guess. Smoking jacket. I'm sure the Penguin has a smoking. He's got the smoking jacket.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
smoking jacket is like it's like a
It looks like
shorter
a robe.
version of a robe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
Crossky.
So you don't get your clothes smelling like a cigar or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a stylish thing.
So we're all going to go down to Texas for this? Is that the plan? We're going to do this again? Is that what we
Come
do?
on down, man.
We're going to have Steve and Bill's and we'll just eat boudin and tacos and whatever, barbecue and everything that's going down there.
no,
Texas,
we're
and we're gonna
supposed
have
it
that
was
beer.
supposed to be here, Pete.
It
We're
was supposed to be in New York. That was the plan.
Is that in New York? At one point, I thought we were going to Minnesota for this thing.
That's a Garrett.
I
Only
thought
if
that was
Garrett
for the
can
next
sit in his
Batman
garage.
movie.
Well, Garrett's building an extension on his house, isn't he? Like, we can all stay in the
It's
extension.
very possible.
He's building it himself.
He's
Oh
always
yeah,
building
check out all
something.
this lumber I got. Yeah, I got my hammer. Going to go boom, boom, boom.
Wait, what?
The guy's like, oh yeah.
Did he cross the border up into Canada? What happened
No,
there,
we're
man?
from Minnesota.
Yeah,
They're from
they're
Minnesota.
close. so
Pete's
they-
Pete's
yeah.
like Pete's impersonations are the absolute worst, but at the same time the best.
Best.
Like, oh,
Because
dude,
they're not accurate at all.
No,
It's great. I just watched the
I love it.
Rams.
I play it for my wife and my kids, and they think it's great.
My son called me out. He's all, Dad, you shouldn't talk so much about, you shouldn't talk so much or something. He said, because Pete was saying something. He started listing all these like sports teams and stuff. I go, I never talk about sports teams, dude.
See, Matt, we got to learn how you talk, and then Pete could do your impression of your voice.
Yeah, sure.
He did. He already did the Reno voice. We can do it again.
What does Reno sound like?
Yeah, we should have had Reno on here. We could have.
I'm here.
It's too-
I'm here. Cinema.
yeah.
2049. Listen to me. I'm talking to you. Stupid Americans.
Stupid American.
I laugh at you from above.
He sounds Russian. You don't even sound French.
I'm from French Canada. Shut your mouth.
There you go. Oh shoot.
I'm from French Canada. I love. He's
Boomer
amazing.
humor. You're not a boomer. Oh
He's
man,
amazing.
Paul.
I love him.
You're not a boomer at all.
My God, I can't believe Keaton's back. This is the most incredible thing of all. It really is. I'm just so happy that it's like, dude, I'm like a pig in shit right now.
I hope
We
that
got
it's
a penguin show too. Like
yeah.
we got.
I hope
we also
that
gotta
it's a
talk
good
about
take
that.
though. I hope that like once it comes out, everyone's like, man, Keaton was
Yeah.
great. And,
Seriously,
like,
I think so.
I was
think he
excited
chose it for
about
a
it,
reason.
but I didn't think it was going to hit me like it did when I saw it. I was like, oh, wow. That was I don't know.
Well, even the teaser that they did, remember a while ago when they last year, I guess, when they did 2022 is the year of DC, and then none of the movies come out. That one,
The year of DC. That's right.
Well, but when we saw him in that, I was like, oh my god! But we didn't see his face. Like today,
we saw the ears.
Today we got to see the face.
But he had a voiceover.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he did.
But it's just
but when he comes out there and like he's just like, yeah, I'm Batman.
In the what's the trade show they do, like CinemaCon? In that one, they rumored that he says, "Let's get nuts." Like when he's like, "Are you?" The Flash is supposed to say something like, "Hey, are you in?" And he's all, "Let's get nuts."
If they bring that line back, that would be.
This might just be a trailer. You know, sometimes they film stuff like the trailer doesn't cut in. You know, I don't know.
Really, that's the overall arc from this trailer is, I think, with everything that we put together, everything we said, like it's a comic book version. It's a comic book version of Batman that we don't have right now, that we've been missing. So we're getting that back. We're getting a timeless story, one of the best Flash stories ever. We're getting that as well.
Shout out to Jeff Johns, baby.
I mean, yeah, we're getting
possibly
Affleck back.
Cowl?
We're getting I mean, it's crazy to think that, I mean, obviously with Spider-Man No Way Home, we got to see something similar with old Spider-Man coming back, but this is going to be something with Batman. And that's fantastic.
So how do you think like the general audience takes this though?
We'll see.
Because the thing is with like Marvel movies is I think Marvel kind of trained you to where you had to see the next movie no matter what to kind of get an idea of continuing the storyline. Like, you know, you never would have thought Ant-Man would have been a big hit because nobody really knew who Ant-Man was.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, because there was a teaser at the end of the last movie or something, and it, you know, it was just Marvel movies are an event that you just, even though you don't know who the character is totally, you feel like you have to see it. You know?
Yeah, they've built that trust in their brand. So like, even if you don't know the character, you're like, more than likely, I'm either going to like this or it's going to be good, right?
And
you
I
give it
feel like, you know, DC's has been trying to do the same thing, you know, but they just try to do it in a much shorter window and it didn't work out. But
well, I think they've been had a good run recently. I mean, yeah, people didn't go to see Black Adam, but the people who did see it liked it.
I like that movie a lot.
Except for Justin.
It's fine. I just was like puzzled that they didn't do certain things. That's all.
Dude, my 8-year-old sat through that whole movie. He's never sat through a whole movie before.
Yeah. Like there's just, I think that they're building goodwill around the brand. And I think like this movie, because it's going to reset everything. I think this movie has a lot weighing on it. And I think if it is a hit, I do like, obviously having Keaton's going to bring fans like me, my age, who don't still watch this stuff, but they did watch it back in '89. They did watch the movies then. Yeah. They're going to, oh crap, he's back. I want to go see the movie. Right. Yeah. So you're going to bring those people in. And let's be honest, you're probably going to get people who just don't like Ezra Miller for all his off camera stuff that he's done. They're going to come to hate the movie. You're going to get those people. You're going to get the fans who support him. You're going to get those people. So I think you have a good amount.
Zaddies are. If you're a Zaddy, you have to be happy about this. Affleck's got a huge part of this movie.
Affleck, and it's Ezra Miller's Flash.
Yeah.
So you're bringing in stuff from that.
Come to us, Zaddies. Party with us. Be our friends.
Yeah,
I open my heart to the Zaddy community. Come to me.
It's kind of this nice mixture and send off, I think, because obviously if it's resetting everything, some of these characters we may not see again.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how the general audience receives it. But I think it's got a lot of the elements that will bring all different kinds of people in. At least that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
It looks like a good time regardless.
Yeah, you're right. Like objectively outside of like what our comic nerd and knowledge knows, like it could be like, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a fun movie, you know.
I'm really happy it's coming out. It's been a long time coming, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, to build off, because even if you like Zack Snyder's Justice League, a lot of people like that Flash better than the Justice League Flash, the theatrical cut Flash that we got. That even though they're the same character, there's a little bit of a difference. I think the Zack Snyder's one's a little more serious.
Yeah.
So right, like you have that. So even you're getting
Justin
that.
loves the hot dog scene.
Huh? Yeah, the hot.
Justin loves the hot dog scene.
Really, the only difference I can think of is the long 5-minute scene where the girl's flying through the air, and then he goes out and touches
Iris. Yeah.
Iris, yeah. And he's like, oh.
Well, the Speed Force scene at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
grow
completely
up.
different.
That's great.
The Speed Force scene, yeah, that's completely.
It was weird. Like, I'm gonna touch her face. I don't know.
But he saved the hot dog for the puppies.
He did.
That was from the comics, so there's kind of a
See,
like that in the books.
people say, yeah. See, so you know, I think again, all these elements are here. It's going to be interesting to see how they work around the Ezra Miller situation too. Like how big of a part of the press tour is he going to be? Is he going to be part of it at all? Like that's something they're going to have to work around and try and navigate around. Obviously, Keaton is going to be a big part of it, and I'm sure Sasha Kaye is going to have a big role in it now too, since we've seen her. She has a big.
Who do you
chunk
think
of
does the
what's
PR
going on.
tour?
That's what we're. Yeah, that's.
You think it's Ezra?
I think Miller can be on it once it's out and be like, "That was the Reverse Flash doing all that naughty stuff." You know.
Well, I mean, these days it's like more people are aware of these things, but it's also because there's so much information thrown at you. Most people probably forgot about any of this Ezra Miller stuff. You know,
Is he even that big of a star for it to even matter to people? Like,
yeah, what are the movies?
People hear his name and stop and say, "Oh my God, Ezra Miller really did that." It's like if Michael Jordan did something, everyone in the world would know.
I think for people in our circle, they'll remember.
Yeah,
and the ones that
big enough to bother
the ones that care will care, and the ones that don't won't. I mean,
it ain't like you walked up on the stage
at the movie
Oscars
and be like,
slap
"Ezra, you're
somebody,
evil."
you know?
You know, like they're just gonna go there and be like, "Oh my God, you're amazing! Saw my poster."
Yeah. Well, my sister, she like follows like celebrity like nonsense, and she said
reads people.
Yeah, she does. Like she knows all that stuff, and she asked me, she's like, "Oh, is that guy still going to be Flash? Is he going to be in that Flash movie?" I'm like, "They already filmed that movie. He's Flash." She's like, "Oh, so they're not going to redo anything?" I'm like, "It doesn't make sense for them to redo it. It's not like he had a part. He's got like 5 parts in that movie."
Well, we know he has 2, and
yeah, I mean, being facetious.
Eric, are you in the movie as Aquaman?
No, they wanted me, but couldn't afford me.
Garbage.
I couldn't do it.
So basically, they cut you, Cavill, and Godot from the movie.
Yep.
Wow.
I said they could superimpose my face on Jason Momoa's body if they wanted to. I was perfectly okay with that.
Okay.
But they didn't agree.
Yeah, well, that's a wild contract you got there.
I tried to do that with a picture of you on the Duo app, and it didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to.
I don't think it. It'd be hard to explain the color difference, maybe. My paleness and his tan.
No,
you don't get much sun under the water. You don't get much sun under the water. So
he does apparently.
But no.
All right.
Yeah, but we don't know. Like there, all these other. I mean, Wonder Woman's supposed to be in this, right? Like we didn't see.
Yeah. Oh, there's probably a lot of stuff that we won't see.
Yeah.
And then there's stuff we probably won't see.
Is it like now? Just hypothetically speaking, is there a character from a DC movie past that you would want to see in this movie just pop up somewhere? Like
everything.
Steel?
No.
Jack.
I would like to see like it would have been kind of cool to see like George Reeves Superman, Christopher Reeves Superman, that type of stuff.
I bet you see Christopher Reeves.
You know they're both dead.
Like no, I know, but you know
yeah, but they can.
I know,
like a clip of him as
I bet like there's like going through like the time for the and
even some of the TV show stuff. Like, why not, man? Like,
Brandon
it is
Routh.
weird that you don't see Grant Gustin, even though because they did that thing on TV.
Crisis,
yeah,
maybe
that's
they do. Maybe that's what's what happened at the end. Maybe Grant Gustin takes over.
Wow.
No. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No.
Well, he'll have the time now. The show's ending, right? So
yeah, maybe that's the plan.
Have the time to keep going if they wanted to. But I think that would be clever to include them in somehow.
Maybe it's like a post-credit scene. Like he goes, he's like, I really screwed up the timeline this time, and then he's like, "Oh, let me tell you about this time I did it. It was season 6."
Or kind of like what they were going to do with Star Wars with the Rise of Skywalker, when we heard all their voices talking to Rey, but they were supposed to actually have all of them in there as ghosts. They were that was the original design, and they changed it at the end just to do the voices. So even if they did something like that, where they had all these other characters, Superman from different, it'd be cool, from different timelines and stuff like that. Superman, Flash.
What if they brought back his old dad, like they have Ron Livingston in this movie, but then they
Billy Crudup?
Like it's ironically Billy Crudup could have been in the film since everything got delayed.
Yeah, that's right. He originally was like, I can't do it.
And then like, well, I guess I can.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like DC movies that like randomly would you like to see?
Keanu Reeves, just Constantine.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Try to get that one popped up.
They get the original Supergirl from
Helen Slater.
Oh, Helen Slater. Yeah,
Dean Cain, maybe.
V from Vendetta.
Oh yeah, V.
Vendetta.
Imagine if like at the end, like it's not Kaye's Supergirl, it's Dean Cain's Superman.
It's all three of the failed like Human Target shows. Those guys show up.
What if? Oh man, how crazy would it be if they got Nick Cage to suit up as a Tim Burton?
Okay.
I've been pining for that, bro.
You guys are crazy. I'd love to see it myself, but it's crazy.
Yo, if they did that, that would be amazing.
Because you guys watched the Chef documentary?
Oh,
I watched it. Yeah,
it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
That suit is intense. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
There was a couple of them. One of them looked good. One of them was like, what the heck?
The Superman suit looked good. The light up suit was weird. I don't know what it was for.
I don't know what that was about.
But
Matt, you would shit yourself for Cage? Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would like that.
That would be funny. I mean, let's be honest. He probably would not have turned down. He needs the check, so he probably been like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'll come do it."
Be Superman. Come on.
Everyone's still upset that Tom Cruise wasn't Iron Man in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I know.
That's weird. That was like a weird
rumor. You don't think Nick Cage has paid back his debt yet?
No, he has now.
I think. Well, yeah,
I know he was in debt.
An Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent was very good. So
yeah, that was a good movie.
I do want to see that movie. Everyone raves about
funny.
it.
It was very
good.
Good.
His best one is Wally's Wonderland. Did you see this?
No.
Oh man, dude, he doesn't talk in the whole movie, and he like breaks down in this town, and they say, "Well, we'll fix your car, but you got to stay the night in this Chuck E. Cheese." And like it's like an old like Chuck E. Cheese or something, and the animatronics come alive and try to kill him, and he's got to kill him, but yeah, and he never talks, and they're all possessed by something, and they're trying to kill him, but he has to take his breaks at the same time. So like be in the middle of like murdering animatronics, and then his watch goes off, and he's like, "Oh, gotta go take my break." So there's a pinball machine in the back, and he's like playing some pinball, drinking a Monster Energy or something, and he goes back to murdering, but he's trying to clean up the place. That's all he's trying to do.
That's very interesting.
It's a great movie.
Paul, is this a recent film? Mandy. Jesus Christ, what's wrong? Mandy. Is that a recent film?
Does he play Mandy Moore? Is it his?
Mandy's a few years old.
What are you talking about, Mandy Moore?
Mandy Moore.
Oh, jeez.
The Mandy Moore story, starring Nicolas Cage.
Wally's Wonderland. Look it up.
Oh yeah, Mandy Moore.
It's weird. I mean, when he first came up, people thought he was going to be the next big thing. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he was. He won an Oscar.
I think he's like the worst actor of all time. The only movie the only two movies I like with Nick Cage are The Family Man and National Treasure.
Family Man's good.
I like The Family Man a lot. I don't even really like Con Air.
Face Off.
Yeah, Con Air, bro. Con Air.
Con Air was awesome.
I love Con Air, dude.
Yeah, Face Off. He's fantastic.
Con Air is so stupid.
What was that movie with?
Dude, he won an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas.
Yep.
What was the one that David Lynch directed?
He was great in The Rock. Yes, The Rock as well.
The Rock was good.
Raising
Arizona.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Valley Girl. Come on.
Yep.
Valley Girl.
Okay.
Wild at Heart. Wild at Heart.
That movie with Cher. What the heck was that movie? Mermaid?
Moonstruck.
Dude, that was a good movie.
It was. She won an Oscar for that. That was.
I don't like Nick Cage. I'm sorry.
He was a vampire in a movie too.
It's okay.
back in the 80s.
Holzman doesn't like Batwoman. I don't like Nick Cage. Like I don't see the harm. Like,
What if Nick Cage played Batwoman? Batwoman. Oh.
that would be-
He was in Kick-Ass too, right?
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Oh my gosh, I love him, dude. I love
I'm Batman.
Big Daddy.
oh, God. Everyone shut up.
Dude. There's so many movies that you need to watch with Nick Cage. He's an American.
I'm gonna go watch Batman and Robin again because I want to see Clooney's Batman.
I want to see Nick Cage in a Batman movie so bad.
He
Scarecrow.
can be Two-Face.
Oh, he can be any face. Face off, Two-Face. Two-Face off.
Clayface.
He'd be amazing as Clayface.
Shut up.
An out of work actor.
In
Who
Matt
has
Reeves'
to
movie?
resort to
He could be himself and be a Batman
Well,
villain.
I'll check it out.
He's like, I'm Matt Hagen.
It will not be.
He
Matt
would be
Hagen.
good.
Nobody
You know
does
what?
it.
It would work for the character though. Justin's right. He would.
I'm right.
He'd work in that character. He would.
All right.
Oh, Kowalski.
all right.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
gentlemen, I actually have to get going.
I think so. I think it's time. Time. Keaton's back.
Okay.
We're all happy.
Keaton's back.
We all think the trailer's an A+.
Keaton's
Let's
back.
be honest.
The
Yeah,
what?
I mean, honestly, that's the truth.
Trailer's good, man. Just I was being objective in my criticism.
He's a Chargers fan. Don't listen to him.
I don't know anything about the Chargers.
Dude, LA's crazy. I drive with coffee mugs and I root for the Chargers. There's the traffic everywhere. It's nuts.
This is you. That's your impersonation, Justin.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, dude, Justin Kowalski here. Let's go. No show.
The Chargers are in San Diego, dude.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're
in
not.
LA.
They're no.
Oh, they're not.
LA.
Dude, they play in
Who's
LA
in San
now.
Diego?
They
Nobody.
moved like 5 years ago.
Well, you're talking.
Oh,
about
dude, LA's crazy. So much going on. I didn't even know the Chargers were here. And I'm a huge fan.
Oh, the Rams are here.
They both
Yes.
are. They play
The
the same
Rams and the
building.
Chargers.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
Oh, dude, LA, the weed's great.
They have better colors.
You know the Raiders are in Vegas now.
Yeah, I know that.
At one point, they were in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Oakland. And
Okay.
Oakland. And Oakland.
And the Angels. The Los
The
Angeles
California
Angels
Angels of
California.
Anaheim. They're the
Yeah.
Los Angeles, California Angels of Anaheim.
Yeah. I was like, okay, they got that covered.
That's wild.
Oh, yeah. Kowalski, oh, dude,
All
here
right.
we go.
It's last call. It's last call.
My
Last call.
Here we
All
go.
right.
Hot takes. Ready? The
I'm
June
empty.
first.
So, all right, let's do this. Let's do this really quick. How many hits do you think the trailer's gonna get
Oh, like in what? How
in
many
24
days?
hours? The next 24
24
hours.
hours, okay.
Let's do
At least a million.
I don't know.
Easy a million.
I don't even
But
know
it
what's
has
a
to
good
be on
number.
one. Yeah, you'd have to do it
Yeah,
like on
there's
on
so
what
many.
on what channel?
YouTube.
Like I know on YouTube, but like the Warner
There's
Brothers
gonna be different
channel,
channels that show it though.
the DC channel.
I just
like-
don't know what
okay,
number is a good
okay,
number of
okay.
views.
We'll do the Warner Brothers channel, not Warner Brothers UK. Warner Brothers.
Warner
Here.
Brothers Holzman.
The United States version.
Okay. Can I do a? I look up like their stats already.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah,
so
talk
on Warner Brothers right now,
Uh-huh.
they're already at 1.6 million.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So
Yeah.
let's say, okay, I'll say 3 million.
And the trailer's been up for how
6
long?
hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 7 million
Okay.
in 24 hours.
Steve, what do you think?
They're 1.6. I'll say 4.
I'm gonna say around 4.5. I'll split. I'll say that 4.5 sounds about
All
right.
right.
4.5.
4.1.
So we'll check.
So I'll say 7. You guys are 4, 4.5. All right. 6 is good. That's
Yep.
6 is
Pete's got a calculator out. Hold on.
No, I've got comic books.
All right, guys. So we will keep you posted on a watch party. We were supposed to be doing it with Batman on Film, so we should work on that and see if we can.
Yeah, we'll talk
decide.
to big old cowboy Bill Ramey.
Yeah, we'll set up. We'll see about. I really wanted to see this trailer first before I dove in and set up a watch party for this. 'Cause I wanted to make sure that New York it'd be a trip for people to come and it's expensive and I understand all that. So I didn't want to put something together if the trailer was crap. I'd be like, yeah, maybe we won't do that. But since it's been such a positive experience, we'll keep everyone posted on that and we'll start giving out details. We've set up watch parties before, so we can do it. And it definitely would be obviously around the time of the movies being released. So either the same week or maybe the week after.
Oopsies,
whatever we can do with that, we can set that up. So do you, Justin, want to plug anything?
Yeah, you can check me out on the next episode of the Batman on Film chapter by chapter Batman 89 show. I'll be doing those until we're over, as many as I can. So, look at Peacemaker there. It's a nice little one. I had one.
Fantastic.
Is it like Funko Showtime?
I don't know. It's Ookses, baby.
I only have bobbleheads.
No,
at my disposal.
I got Ookses by my side at all times.
I have my Batman Yankees bobblehead.
Nice.
There we go.
Eagly action there. I've been wanting that one.
My son got it for me for Christmas.
Man, I have the McFarlane, but I don't have that.
That's a Kowalski Batman.
It's a Kowalski. Let's see. Funkos. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
So, Steve, do you want to plug anything?
No, I have nothing.
Well, where can people find you on Twitter?
Yeah, where can they find you?
Right down there, SHELM 66.
That was my number when I played football down at the University of Texas. You hear me?
Yeah, down there on Twitter, I post some stuff sometimes. I try to talk to Pete, and I keep up with SOG, and we talk to Eric and all that good stuff. And there's Nick Cage. What's up?
Hey there.
Wait,
I want to plug my next movie.
Oh, God. Matt, are you going to come up?
movie? Right on.
Matt Putz, if you're still in here, are you going to come up if we have a watch party in New York, you're going to come? Just answer. You can answer here or answer on Twitter. That's later. That's fine.
Yes.
But if you're going to, hopefully you come up. All right, Pete, plug away.
You can follow me on social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, Mastodon, and Zack Snyder's favorite platform, Vero. At Pete Illustrated. If you like, Mastodon is the replacement for Twitter because everyone's afraid Elon Musk is going to turn it off for like 2 days.
It's only for softies, don't worry.
Yeah. If you like Hasbulla, follow my Twitter account. It's tons of Hasbulla content. The largest Hasbulla fan page out of the state of New Jersey. I'm all over BatmanOnFilm.com and Batman on Film YouTube. I've got comic book reviews over there. You can listen to my news podcast I do with Schlong Island over here, Eric Holzman. That's straight out of Gotham. _O_G on Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the podcast scene. We got a Facebook group, a Facebook fan page. Join that stuff. I do a show with the Crusoes, Italian Spider-Man Coalition. That's Italians for Spidey. That's fun. So check us out there and listen to our show. I'm trying to find Nico. Nico's out there just slaying it right now. He's just slaying it in Chicago. So he's a hard man to track down. But that's pretty much it. Why don't you take it away, champ?
We the best music. Okay.
We the best.
All right. As you guys see on the screen, that you see that they have these nice new little headline things you could put underneath your name.
Yeah.
On the screen. Well, that's where you see my Twitter handle. It's Finally33, spell Finale 33. As Pete mentioned, the show that the podcast that we do, Straight Out of Gotham's at straight_O_G. We both monitor that, so you never know which one of us might answer your question. My Knicks podcast, All Nicked Up, every Wednesday night, 9:00 or immediately after the Knicks game. Me and a couple of my buddies, we discuss the New York Knicks at all_Nick_up on Twitter. Definitely check us out on YouTube and subscribe and follow if you're a fan of the New York Knicks. Definitely watch us. We have a lot of fun with that. Commiserating because they're a tough team to follow, but they're playing well right now. So
Eric was hating on my Mavs for making the Kyrie trade.
Yeah, well, that's another topic. We could talk about that. But that's another topic for another time. But definitely check us out over there if you're interested. And I was just on the Batman on Film podcast, like the last one. I hadn't been on one in forever. It was nice to be on there. So check that one out. I think it's episode actually 200 because we were 100. So I think it was 200 that we recorded. So check me out over there. And that was when we discussed the DC slate. So go check me out over there. And I think that's it. Anyone else have any closing remarks?
Galactus.
Ookses.
Go Mavs.
All right.
I've been to your stadium down there for basketball. Me and my brother went for when we.
Yeah, dude, you saw a great game. Like I think Lucas scored 40.
Yeah, him and Steph Curry went at it. It was good.
Yeah,
It must have been a fun one.
I want to go see a Stars game. That's why I want to keep going to Texas. I want to check off all the parks.
I haven't been to a Stars game yet. But...
All right. Any real closing thoughts? You're done.
No.
Everyone done?
Eric's got to get home. He's got to go
I've been to quite a few
wrestle in the bed.
All right. So
Uh,
for Steve Helm, Justin Kowalski, and Pete Vera, I am Eric. You are watching. I always get this up. You're in the Iceberg Lounge. Sorry.
Iceberg Lounge.
Yes, you're in the Iceberg Lounge.
Gold.
We're closing the doors. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here.
Bitch.